Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you an NFL Week 2 preview between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. Now let's look at the Jags coming up to New Jersey to take on the Jets. What you have to do offensively. I like the different matches you guys have with your wide receivers and tight ends. I think you guys have the advantage at the tight end spot. So I would say work the tight ends on the edges and work those wide receivers on the inside. You don't want to have your outside receivers who are smallish against two big physical corners in Cromartie and also Revis. So you want to make those guys cover in space. So put them on the interior, work the tight ends on the edge, and that should help out that passing game and help ease the running game into the ball game if you guys work it inside out with your wide receiving core. Now also offensively, the running game, running off tackle will probably have some success. I still haven't seen the Jets stop the off tackle run, so I would say take advantage of Maurice Jones-Drew's athleticism, running off tackle, a lot of bounce out plays, a lot of quick pitches. Those plays can have some success against the Jets, especially with a guy like Jones-Drew. Defensively, I look at the punter. I know that's weird, but Matt Turk has to have an outstanding game. Continue to boom punts. Over 43 yards a punt last week. If you can make the Jets offense prove they can consistently drive the length of the field, that's a win for the Jacksonville Jaguars, because I like what I saw out that defense last week getting pressure on Tennessee. And you want to keep everything in front of you. The Jets don't really threaten vertically. They love to threaten horizontally and also intermediate. If you can keep everything in front of you until Sanchez proves he can stretch the field vertically, I think you guys can win that matchup. Like I said, I like what the pressure did last week against the Tennessee Titans. If you can find some type of success against Sanchez, it all helps out that defense, so keep everything in front of you. The New York Jets have to come into this ball game. You can't get away from your bread and butter. I know it's exciting to throw the football all around the field, but your bread and butter is running the football, operating off play action, taking timely shots deep down the field. Do not get away from that. That is the blueprint for success. You guys have the pieces to do so. Two talented tailbacks in Sean Green and LaDainian Tomlinson. So don't get away from your bread and butter, which is ground and pound, play action, timely shots deep down the field. That's the way I would play the Jacksonville Jaguars. And the Jets have to start the way they finish. Great and exciting second half team. The game starts in the first half. The Jets have to start with explosiveness, start with that excitement, and carry it throughout the ball game. Too many times you see during the Jets football game, the lag in action, pick it up late in the ball game when they're down. Start the game with a flurry, and you could be tough to beat this season. Defensively, you want to make McCown beat you guys. You want to make Luke McCown take his chances and make him become John Elway. That's what you want. If he can do that, then he deserves to win. But also defensively, you got to own the line of scrimmage, guys. If you own the line of scrimmage, you shut down the Jags to get running game, and you then effectively make McCown beat you in the passing game. So own the line of scrimmage, force Josh McCown to beat Joe Montana, and that will prove to be a huge win for the New York Jets if you guys can take control of what Jacksonville does best, which is operate off balance, even though McCown played solid, efficient football last week. Now here's the czar's X factors for this ball game, starting with the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think the X factor for the Jags has to be the pass rush. If you guys can continue to get that pass rush and get pressure, may not result in sacks, but if you guys can continue to get pressure on Sanchez, that's going to be a huge win for the Jaguars. And that's my X factor for Jacksonville. For the Jets, the X factor has to be the ground game. The ground game will open everything up for the New York Jets offense. So if that ground game can get rolling with Sean Green just enough to where the Jags have to step up and worry about the run, then that deep passing game will be able to have some success. I'm going with the Jets in this ball game. The Jags just don't match up well with the Jets right now, especially with their secondary and the Jags receivers. You have to take the Jets in that matchup. So I think the Jets will be more aggressive in stopping the run and forcing the receivers to make plays, and something that plays into the Jets' strength. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And listen to the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern Time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.